I first got the idea when I heard that Elon offered Burst the Bubble classes, which are student-instructed courses, and at that time I never had any idea that it would be as successful as it's been this past 2 semesters. I got my interest in racing when I first started my internship at Pocono International Raceway. I started when I was 15 years old, and now I travel the circuit almost every weekend. I really have my mentors, Dr. Joseph Mattioli, who is my uncle, and my cousin, Louis McNally, to thank for that, because without them, I wouldn't be open to this business that I'm so completely enthralled in now. I really want students to know what it takes to put together an event like this. It's not just a track worker opening the gate on race day and telling fans to come in. There's so much preparation that goes in, from NASCAR proper to the teams to the people who work at the tracks and the employees that are there every day. There's so much preparation. And the second thing is, these drivers are NASCAR athletes. They are athletes that get on track every weekend, and there's so much that they do when they're off track to prepare for the weekends with their teams, that I just wanted students to hear from the drivers what they do during the week. I think it's really beneficial for them to come, because some students who come are fans, others just want to come out and learn about the business aspect, and some are just friends coming to support. But everyone who has come has taken so many things away, and they become fans. When you come and interact with students, they go home and tell their parents and tell their friends, put it on Facebook, and you're marketing yourself. And then on Sunday when the race is on, they might stop and pause with the remote and watch you in your race, or they might buy a t-shirt. For example, we had a speaker a couple weeks ago, Brendan Gaughan. He is a truck series driver, and he brought so much to the table. When he first came, he had autographed hats for everyone. And there were students who went home and called their parents, and I witnessed it, freaking out that they got this autograph from a driver who they previously didn't know. But just because they met him, they got that hat, they had that item in their hand, they were immediately they gravitated to learn more about what he does. And then that following weekend, they watched his race on TV. So it's just, there's so much that goes into it that you think it's as simple as bringing a hat for a student to have, and in the end, you can make a fan out of them. It's been so successful because of the drivers and people who have been so willing to participate in this class. Without Casey and Mr. Wells, especially, for bringing their teams here, it wouldn't be successful, because students don't just want to hear me talk. They want to come and see the drivers firsthand, and it's made it such a success. Their schedules are so busy, and they took the time. It's not just being here for an hour, it's traveling 2 hours from Charlotte, being here for an hour or two, traveling back, and then still having to work with their crews and be with their families, since they're on the road all week and weekend. So just thank them so much. Without them, this class wouldn't be as successful. And we're going to do it again next winter. So I have put more work into this than people probably realize. This is not something I get credit for. This is something that I do because I want to leave my mark at Elon through this class. I go to the track every weekend and travel the circuit, whether I'm working or just go as a fan and network and build the relationships that I have. And that's how the class really got built, and the work that I put into it when I'm not here at Elon.